Well, Athenians, this and the like of this is nearly all the defense which I have to offer. Yet a word more. Perhaps there may be someone who is offended at me when he calls to mind how he himself, on a similar or less serious occasion, had recourse to prayers, supplications, and tears, and how he produced his children in court, which was a moving spectacle, together with a posse of relations and friends. Whereas I, who am probably in danger of my life, will do none of these things. Perhaps this may come to his mind, and he may be set against me and vote in anger because he is displeased at this. Now, if there be such a person, which I am far from affirming, I might fairly reply to him, my friend, I am a man, and like other men, a creature of flesh and blood, and not of water or stone, as Homer says. And I have a family, yes, and sons, Athenians, 3 in number, one of whom is growing up and the other 2 are still young. Yet I will not bring any of them hither in order to petition you for acquittal. And why not? Not from any self-will or disregard of you. Whether I am or am not afraid of death is another question of which I will not now speak. But my reason simply is that I feel such conduct to be discreditable to myself and to you and the whole state. One who has reached my years and who has a name for wisdom, whether deserved or not, ought not to debase himself. At any rate, the world has decided that Socrates is in some way superior to other men. And if those among you who are said to be superior in wisdom and courage or any other virtue demean themselves in this way, how shameful is your conduct. I have seen men of reputation, when they are condemned, behaving in the strangest manner. They seemed to fancy they were going to suffer something dreadful if they died, and that they could be immortal if you only allowed them to live. And I think they were a dishonor to the state, and that any stranger coming in would say of them that the most eminent men of Athens, to whom the Athenians themselves give honor and command, are no better than women. And I say that these things ought not to be done by those of us who are of reputation, and if they are done, you ought not to permit them. You ought rather to show that you are more inclined to condemn not the man who is quiet, but the man who gets up a doleful scene and makes the city ridiculous. Setting aside the question of dishonor, there seems to be something wrong in petitioning a judge and thus procuring an acquittal, instead of informing and convincing him. For his duty is not to make a precedent of justice, but to give judgment. And he has sworn that he will judge according to the laws and not according to his own good pleasure. Neither he nor we should get in the habit of perjuring ourselves. There can be no piety in that. Do not then require me to do what I consider dishonorable, impious, and wrong, especially now when I'm being tried for impiety on the indictment of Miletus. For if, O men of Athens, by force of persuasion and entreaty, I could overpower your oaths, then I should be teaching you to believe that there are no gods, and convict myself in my own defense of not believing in them. But that is not the case. For I do believe that there are gods, and in a far higher sense than that which any of my accusers believe in them. And to you and to God I commend my cause to be determined by you, as is best for you and me.
Very well. Assembly, call to vote. Jurors, pass your ballots.